All right.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Episode 12. Yanks get their fucking dicks kicked in Detroit, essentially. And luckily walk away with a win today. Doss, how we doing? How we doing there, big guy?
Not too bad. I mean, if it's been, I mean, I know if we're only 12 games in now, but
Yeah, 7-5. With the
kind of hit that first stretch of like hopelessness, I guess you could say, from the bottom of the lineup and even some of the top of the lineup,
yeah,
albeit facing probably one of the top staffs in the AL, I'd say,
Mize and Scooble and
if Mize and Scooble and Flaherty. I mean, Flaherty looked really good today,
yeah,
but
and
if
like
those
Flaherty
three,
arguably looked the best, which is
yeah, I mean, that's you're looking at a very, very, come September, October, a pitching staff that I really would not want to face.
no. I didn't want to face last year without Flaherty, so
Don't even want to face them right now.
yeah, no. Do not want to face him right now, especially in cold weather. It was a recipe for disaster. We'll say that before we say anything else, trashing 4 through 9 in the Yankee lineup later in the video.
Yeah.
But let's start her off with Monday. 6-2 loss. Carlos Rodon on the bump. He went 6 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Looked pretty good up until mid third inning. Bad call, bad strike three or bad no strike three call, and he obviously was visibly annoyed with it, and it derailed his inning from there. And later giving up a 3-run bomb to Ibanez, everybody knows the problems with Rodon. It's like it's not a secret, and he just, I don't know what you can do to fix that. I think the Yankees just have to live with it, and that's what we're gonna live with for the next couple of years. Talking about Carlos Rodon is just gonna be this bullshit, and he's not really ever gonna be worth what he's making. That's honestly the conclusion I came to this morning listening to WFAN in my head.
Yeah, I think that's the unfortunate truth that a lot of Yankees fans are facing right now. But I'll tell you one thing: if there's anybody that could benefit from this, ABS call coming next year potentially, it's
Yeah,
definitely Carlos Rodon 100%. Because I will say when he has missed this year, I mean, even during his first start, which I mean, he got plucked because of two questionable calls in his first start this year, which if let's say those were reversed, which they honestly would have, you're looking at probably 7 strong from Rodon on opening day with no damage, which I mean
yeah,
would have made me incredibly confident going into the year. Um,
yeah. It sucks watching
and
his
then
last 2 starts after that for sure.
yeah, 100%. And I mean, even today, you could tell. I mean, who knows what happens if, let's say, he gets that call, pulled his way, and he just keeps going strong because he was lights out for I'd say the first 8 or 9 batters of the game. Looked as good as anybody.
Yeah, yeah. He can look like a top 5 pitcher in baseball at any given moment. I've definitely obviously seen that over the last year and change. I don't know if you want to call it that with the injuries, but moving forward, in came Ottavino, who later got DFA'd. Third of an inning, no hit, no runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout.
It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, well, maybe he'll be back again, back around for
Yeah,
his
we'll see.
third time.
It's really an interesting
maybe
timeline
maybe third
for
time's the charm with Otto.
maybe.
And then in came Hill, 1 2/3, 1 hit, no runs, no earned, no kidding, no walk, 1 strikeout. So I mean those were your pitchers. Then Casey Mize, I don't know, I did not say it. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. So obviously he definitely looked better of the two, him and Rodon, through the 6 innings. Notable Yankee hits. We got Rice 1 for 2 triple with a goddamn triple. Lead off Rice, 2 walks. Love it. This is a big Ben Rice program. Aaron Judge 1 for 3 RBI single. Not the lone RBI, but the lone RBI that really fucking gave a damn. And then Goldschmidt 2 for 4, who's just hitting the absolute piss out of the ball. Who just joined?
I don't know who is that.
I don't know. I can't see.
It's
Main
Nick.
broadcast. Oh, Look at this. Fonz mid Yankee broadcast here.
Yeah, my
Bonds,
bad.
what's going on, dude?
Yeah, what's going on?
Bonds, how do you feel about the performance
Jesus.
today and the past couple of days here?
That's
Bro.
funny.
Don't get me started on the Yanks, bro. My bets aren't hitting.
That's the
Yeah,
insider info.
bad, yeah.
Yeah, Fonz, you
I
want to
don't
come?
know
Fonz, you want to come back in here in like 10 minutes?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just because we're like literally actually recording right now. That's gonna be in the video.
I didn't think. All right, yeah, I know.
No,
That's my
like
bad.
yeah, like literally 10 minutes.
I
Yeah,
saw the
literally 10
video,
minutes.
right? I saw the video icon. I was like, I gotta check this out.
Yeah, no, nothing too crazy. Just
All
talking
right.
Yanks. All right.
Hang on. Hang on.
We'll get them next door.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks.
Yeah, I got some other.
This is my alter ego. Anita Max Win.
All right,
All right,
Nick, we'll see you in a little bit, all right?
Get the fuck out of here. Jesus. All right.
Hey, well, just keep going.
Yeah, no, I don't know. We're gonna keep that.
Fuck it, yeah, just keep
Tuesday,
going. That was
fuck
a
it.
cameo there. That's the cameo.
I couldn't see who the fuck it was. Tuesday, a big old 5-0 loss. No Bellinger because he ate some bad chicken wings. Said he's not gonna eat wings for 5 years. When I saw him, I think everybody freaked out when they saw him not in the lineup on Tuesday. Luckily, the guy just ate some bad wings. They faced Scooble, who went 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 6 strikeouts. And his control was just, I think the no walks will just tell you with Scooble the way he was pitching on Tuesday was just it was disgusting. And going up against Scooble,
Recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
It being as cold as it was, and going up against one of the best changeups in all of the MLB, and it definitely was working.
Definitely was.
Made Judge look silly a couple of times. Made Bellinger look silly, but I mean, although Bellinger's looked silly all week so far. That's what happens when I guess the Yankees, match up with elite pitching.
Yeah, it has not been good so far. Yankees with elite pitching. So Scooble went up against Cookie, 4 1/3, 6 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. He honestly didn't look too bad. The 4th inning really just killed him. The 3 homers in the 4th. He was able to work it seems like, I mean, to be honest, seemed like in his first start against Arizona, he kind of worked his way into trouble a couple of times, but just got out of it. This time around, the 4th inning really ate him alive. Yarbrough came in 1 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run, 3 strikeouts. He also gave up a homer. Ian Hamilton, who was brought back up, coming back from that rehab assignment in place of Otto. An inning pitched, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Good to see him back. Pump 2 guys out, get through an inning. And then Cruz finished it off for the Yanks. 1 inning, no hits, no walks, no runs, 1 strikeout. And notable for the Yankees, if there's a theme here, fucking stop me. Goldie 3 for 4, hitting the piss out of the ball. Judge 2 for 4, and Rice 1 for 4. And the rest of the Yankee lineup was 0 for 20. If that's just, and that is not just baseball, Susan. That's again, whoever they're going up against, that's just some poor baseball.
Yeah, I mean 100%. You just can't expect to beat the top teams in the lineup, or top teams in the league, top lineups in the league, I should say. And albeit I know it is 12 games into the season, but definitely not a trend that the Yankees can follow for very long. Especially with how shaky they have been defensively over the last couple of years. They are bound to, at least showing from the first 12 games this year, they are bound to boot the ball around a little bit, which was kind of the emphasis of the offseason, was to, be better fundamentally and, build a more well-rounded squad.
Yeah, just a big thing about the Yankee lineup was just going to be more stretched out, because all last year it was Soto, Judge, and then who else is going to hit, So this Yankees team, the big thing was getting away from that, and it'd be very frustrating if we're going in. And I mean, I can't imagine it's going to be Rice, Judge, Goldschmidt. I mean, maybe, but it's definitely frustrating to watch.
It's
And
definitely
that was
frustrating
also
to
the Yankees'
watch.
third straight loss as well.
Yeah,
Being shut
it's
out.
definitely very frustrating to watch two players like Austin Wells and Anthony Volpe, who, without a doubt, have showed flashes this year and have showed flashes throughout their very young careers. But then look at a midweek like this where Austin Wells and Anthony Volpe go a combined 0 for 8 this the last two games before today, and leading up to it, you look at both of their statistics right now. Volpe obviously did start hot with 4 homers in his first 7 games, but the average just dips and dips game by game. And it's 12 games in, but
batting average fluctuates very fast this time of year. But yeah,
totally. But the only problem that I have with Anthony Volpe's bat right now is the fact that it's so inconsistent for even where he is in the lineup. They're not necessarily looking at him to be a jolt of power that he was unexpectedly for the first couple of games this year, which was obviously great. But it's almost more important for him to just get on base
right. Yeah,
at any cost right now.
that's what they need. We're hopefully coming back home this weekend. Will the bats come back alive? But yeah, there's not really much to say about this game. It just sucked all around. 0 for 20, bottom of the lineup. Or not even bottom, 4 through 9. It's just crazy. Today's game, 4-3 win. Should not have been a 4-3 win. Should have fucking not been that close. But anyways, we'll get to that.
Out the door, yeah.
We had the Harvard-Westlake matchup today. Flaherty versus Fried. Fried went 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs, no walks, 11 strikeouts. By far his best start as a Yankee. He had full control today, which was it was sweet watching that. Can't really not much to say about Fried besides just hell yeah. We're definitely gonna need this if this is the trend the Yankees season is gonna go.
Definitely nice. Nice tail end of today. Especially having the tail end of the Pirates series be not, the lower end of the rotation, and then finally getting back to somebody you can trust is
and it's definitely big having him pitch today to avoid the sweep too.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't feel great about a series. I wouldn't feel great about, losing 4 straight and then having to play a pretty damn good Giants team where they also have what seems to be the pissing disadvantage the entire series.
Yeah.
Facing guys like Logan Webb and Jordan Hicks, who Jordan Hicks has been a pleasant surprise for them for sure. But I guess the only positive you can really lean on is the fact that our entire rotation is at least experienced. Yeah. Where you're going to throw out a guy like Stroman and just hope for him to salvage a start like that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but yeah, big seeing Fried do that, stop a sweep. That's definitely ace material shit today. He also went up against his former teammate in high school, Flaherty. 5 1/3, 3 hits, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts himself. Not too fucking shabby. Notable hitters. Again, stat me if this fucking sounds familiar. Rice 1 for 5 with the 7th inning homer to break the tie. Judge 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a walk. And Goldie also went 2 for 5 again, and the rest of the lineup, again, identical, 0 for 20, which is just unbelievable. Big C and Rice.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Not sustainable baseball whatsoever. It's not going to be sustainable baseball because you have to expect the top 3, I guess, that nobody, really anticipated being the top 3, and Ben, Rice, Goldschmidt, and obviously Judge being the only obvious. But you have to anticipate Goldschmidt to not keep this up, given him being older and the fact that
maybe not keep it up. Obviously, he's hitting at a ridiculous rate right now. But
100%. But
shit.
The fact that they're only scraping by right now with him giving you such a positive output
and
is just
it
not.
sucks to waste it too, and it sucks seeing
Yeah.
Rice having a better stretch than he did through that stretch last year through July. It sucks wasting it, and obviously Judge is on a fucking historical pace yet again. It sucks watching that. So after Fried, Weaver came in, inning pitched, 1 hit, no walks, and a strikeout. Dream Weaver. And then in came Devin Williams to try to shut it down in the 9th. He immediately walks the first batter, but then gets the next 2 to strike out. Puts on another. Eventually gives up 3 runs. Ends up getting knocked out of the game 4-3, and then Mark Leiter comes in to get the save. A lot of things being thrown around Yankee land right now with Devin Williams. A lot of people screaming for Luke Weaver to maybe be the closer. I say it's a little early. Obviously, also missed a little bit of time with the paternity leave. I think, and I'm also a huge fan of Luke Weaver being in the role of when you need him, you can have him, and not lock down the 9th. So I really like Devin Williams to figure it out, and I think with that, I think that's kind of the thought process with the Yanks, because Weaver's more used to, you could stretch him out a little bit more than Williams per se. Obviously, I mean, you see Weaver go 2 innings a lot more than a lot of relievers do. Obviously, former starter.
Yeah,
So,
I think he has the longevity for sure to be able to do that, and that's, I mean, shit. If it was up to me, I'd love to see him like one of these games get into like the bottom of the 6th and go all the way to the bottom of the 8th, and let's see if Williams maybe give Williams just a little bit more.
They also want
time
to save him too, but yeah.
I mean, it's these conversations are not going to stop unless Devin Williams shures the hell up, because with the success that Weaver had last year, it's hard to deny it. He was, I mean, obviously in our eyes, the best reliever in baseball, no doubt.
I think he's the best reliever in baseball currently.
Realistically, yeah, there's 100% of conversation for that. So obviously there's going to be a lot of pressure on Devin Williams. Devin Williams is definitely thinking about it. He knows that there's a guy knocking on the door that could 100% take his job. And I think it's going to get a little bit worse before it gets a little bit better. I think you just got to let him figure it out. Because he's a top 3 reliever in the sport, without a doubt. I mean, you just got to let him figure it out.
Yeah, and I think he will. I mean, new scenery, playing for the Yankees, putting on those pinstripes. They definitely weigh a little heavy, no matter what anybody says.
And I'll Sonny Gray. I mean, it's very hard to survive in a city like this, especially in a very pressure-packed position.
Yeah.
Not everybody's Mariano Rivera, you know what I mean?
And it's very cliche, and people say it all the time, but I mean, it holds some truth. So
yeah, definitely
let them figure it out. So looking forward, we got the Giants coming to the Bronx this weekend. Friday night, Robbie Ray versus Stroman. Saturday afternoon, 3:00, we got Hicks versus Warren. We'll be there. Hopefully it doesn't get fucking rained out. Sunday afternoon, 1:35, we got Logan Webb going up against Rodon, and hopefully he can figure it out. The Giants are coming in pretty hot, 9-3 on the season themselves. I don't know. They're probably playing right now. I don't know. So probably by the time anybody watches this, the record might be a bit
yeah.
But 9-3 for the Giants coming into the Bronx. Hopefully the Yankees get together against them. I think coming home will be good for the Yankees too. I think it's supposed to be a bit warmer this weekend too, so fucking heat up those bats a bit. So some key points real quick. 30 strikeouts in the series against the Tigers. Fucking wonderful. Yeah.
It's nothing new, unfortunately,
Yeah,
which is
nothing new. And hopefully,
a broken
we
record.
can get away from that. But we'll see. But reinforcements are on the way. Clark Schmidt will make his last rehab start tomorrow, Double-A again, and Luis Heel will begin his throwing program in a couple of days. So reinforcements are on the way, for sure. Grain of salt with all this. obviously.
Yeah, I mean reinforcements can
There's
only
people
be.
talking about should we even be playing yet? Should
Yeah.
the season even be going on yet because of this kind of shit? But
Yeah, I mean, reinforcements only are so important if you can start generating runs, which they
right.
did not do against good
They
pitching
certainly
this
didn't do
week.
that. No.
Definitely not optimistic going into the weekend against such a star-studded next 3 games pitching, which that's not what you want to see.
Which they've
But
faced a lot of that, obviously.
But that's why you play the game. You got to get the bats going.
That's why you play.
I would love to see it against actual decent pitching this year. Obviously the numbers are a little overinflated from that beginning Brewers series, but it's also been a very weird start to the year when you got guys like Bellinger throwing up on
Chicken wings.
Buffalo wings and tweaking his
he's had a weird start.
and
Yeah.
it being just really shitty all around for over half of these games doesn't help anybody.
No.
I just want it to be warm. I want it to be nice, and I want it to be.
And the Yankees to be hitting balls.
Yankees to be hitting the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're gonna need to start winning games because the AL East is really good. So
Yep.
The Red Sox look pretty fucking good. Don't like it, but they look pretty good.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a Pinstripes episode. We'll catch you guys on Sunday after we go to the Boogie Don Bronx, and we'll have a video too. We'll have a video.
We'll make a golf video, dude. Maybe the Masters will be over by then too. It'd be sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. All right. Smell you fuckers later. How about that?
Yeah.